This afternoon I'm going to show how I constructed a very low cost, very simple canopy for my sawmill. Provide shade in the summer and protection in the winter from the snow and from rain almost all year round, though I seldom mill in the rain because the rest of the mill isn't covered. So this is very simple structure made out of pipe and some wood that came from the sawmill and a couple of collar ties that apparently came from a lumberyard somewhere because they don't look like I milled them. Anyhow, what I started with here, I was very fortunate to have scored a bunch of, it was actually deep well pipe that had been abandoned, and they were 21 foot length, so they were cut in half, and I buried them in the ground here about 3 feet. I admit to having cheated using the backhoe to pound them down when I had a little trouble with my electric jackhammer. Backhoe was much more expeditious. And the method of joining these things was to use a hole saw that was just exactly the size of the outside diameter of the pipe. And what I'm drilling into is Schedule 80 extra heavy duty 3-inch non-metallic conduit. What I did at the top was, by using a 90-degree angle at the roof, 45 degrees each side, square pitch, by drilling these two holes 90 degrees from each other. So here's the close-up detail where the hole was drilled in there and there, and it allowed the pipes, the steel pipe, to go right up in tight against the inside, the upper inside of that pipe. And the same thing with the roof rafters, as it were, that comes right down and rests on that Schedule 80 heavy duty, sunlight resistant, so it's suitable for use in a situation like this. I was just extremely lucky to have been able to score this pipe. This probably could be done a lot of different ways. Strong rebar, even wooden poles, depending upon the size of the structure you're building. It could involve larger Schedule 80 pipe, but this just worked out perfectly well for my application. The hole saw I use for this is 1 3/4 inches, right there, which just nicely fits that pipe. Lots of different hole saws available, all different sizes, different size steel pipes, different size PVC pipe, so this could be done many different ways. Again, these are driven in between 2 and 3 feet in the ground, so it has provided a lot of stability with this pipe. Steel pipe itself is pretty rugged, so there was not much of a need for diagonals for this to wind brace it. The mill itself is a Thomas 3220, 20 horsepower, 32-inch log, made up in Brooks, Maine. I've had it, I think, 3 years this summer, and it's worked out very nicely. I've been able to do several projects with it. I got a lot of white pine here on the property, which is very valuable wood for building. I've also found that this plastic tub is just the right size to fit down over the engine. 33-gallon Sterlite, I guess is what it says, and it just covers the engine nicely in case there should be any rain that blows in or snow.